Hello, my name is Seb and welcome to another Jump Inside video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 best space games that I've played. Now, to keep in mind, some of the games that I mentioned will be set in one singular location and other games will be more RPG open world, so we'll have a mix of both. Okay, starting off with this very first game right here. This is the Callisto Protocol. Basically, it is set in space, but it's more contained to an alien planet. And I love this. This is beautiful. Basically, you are this character here, and you are trying to survive an infection outbreak on this prison planet. So, as much as I say that this is very much confined to this area of being just this prison where you have to escape from, it is at the same time very much a survival game, escape game, and it's very much a space game, so it kind of involves all three. It's a bit of a mixture. Do I think this is a full-on RPG? No, I don't think so whatsoever. But what I do love about it, it's a very much survival space future type of game where you have to escape from. I think those elements make this game awesome. So yeah, I love it. Now, not every game is going to be a big, massive graphical RPG. No, some of them it's going to be completely opposite. This one is. This is called Among Us. You've probably already heard of it, but for those of you who haven't, basically it's a kind of like a murder guessing game where you and your teammates have to figure out who is killing the rest of the crewmates by going around fixing up the ship, trying to get what needs to be done while trying to also keep an eye on the killer. Keep in mind, if you do spot a dead body and it's reported, or someone else does, you go into a meeting and you have to try and discuss and work with your team to decide who was the killer, who killed that person. And, you know, it turns into this big guessing Textio chat situation where you have to work out with everybody else who done it, who was the person that did the thing. And that game is called Among Us, and that's basically a detective-based space game. I love it. It's very nice. It's also a very mobile-friendly game, so you can play it on mobile as well. One of the games that I absolutely love is this next game right here. This is called Tin Can. Basically, your main spaceship exploded, and you have to escape in one of these escape pods. Before you actually escape, you do have a mini moment of actually trying to bring as much equipment onto the pod before you have to escape the ship. Once the ship explodes and you escape in the pod, you have to then fix up the pod every time something happens. So if, for example, something breaks inside the pod, you have to fix it until you get to the destination that your character is trying to get to. Now, I will mention this is not an easy game. It requires you to do things at a fast pace, try to think of things, try to keep repairing the pod to stay alive. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in this game, and I absolutely love it, and that is why. Now, this next game is called Dead Space. Basically, it's an infection on a spaceship, very similar to the very first game we showed, the Callisto Protocol, except this is the old school. This is the awesome infection based on a spaceship type game. You have your health bar on the back. It is beautiful. A lot of this stuff is just very nice, and yeah, it's set in space. What more could you want? It's very open. There's very much a lot of different corridors you can take. However, I will mention it's very narrowed down to this particular spaceship. So you can explore different areas, but they're all sectioned to this particular station. So you can go around it in different ways, but you have to stick to the station. And to be honest with you, I absolutely love this game. This game is awesome. This is everything I kind of want in an infection-based space game. I love Dead Space, and it is beautiful. Now, with this next game, this is Halo, and this is the Anniversary Edition. It is the best, in my point of view, one of the best Halo games. It brought back the original and updated all the graphics. So I was already a fan of this game, and then this game updated the graphics to make me even more of a fan of this game. I absolutely love this. This is just Halo at its best, and it is beautiful. In fact, Halo was one of the games that I first got into when I first started playing games, so this game always will have a place in my heart. But one of the more recent games that I have played, this is Star Trek Resurgence. It's set in space. It very much takes on the more telltale aspect of a space game. And do you know what? I think this is just as brilliant. I just love this game in total. Now, this is are you a telltale game player? If you are, then you'll understand that you don't have as much control of the character, but you do have more control over what they say and how they act. So it's more focused in this game about the actual characters themselves more than the actual fighting and running around. So you might not always be able to run around the ship in full, but you will be able to play a very much awesome Star Trek game. And the next on the list is Starfield. Now, when I originally first played this game, I wasn't quite sure if I'd like this or not, and you know what, to be honest with you, you don't play Bethesda games, not for the story at least. You play them for running around, acting silly, and just randomly exploring, and this is what this game kind of has in it for you. Now, one thing that I do love about a space game is being able to land planets myself and, you know, fly around and physically go to things. Now, that's taken away from you in this game. You're more in the basis of having to go through cutscenes when you actually park and take off from planets. So there is a bit of an issue right there for me personally, but if you take that issue out and you replace that with there are actual civilians in this game that you could talk to, act against, you know, and there's a whole city of missions that you can do, then you know what, it's actually not too bad of a game. Plus they've added in workshops, so that means there's loads of mods included now that people can add in. So you know what, I do like this. This is a good place for where Starfield is right now. So Starfield is now a better game than I first originally played with it, but yeah, overall I think Starfield is a pretty good game now. Yeah, anyway, moving on, next game. I think all of you agree with me when I say probably the best 2D platformer where you can control your own ship and actually have a whole crew on there. I think that the game FTL probably does that the best. Yes, on this game you can control your own crew, you can shoot down bad guys, and you can have a full ship to yourself to manage and run. Now, in this game, you start off with a group of 3 people inside your crew. You have to be able to drive this ship, shoot down the enemy, put up your shields, check out things that are happening on the security camera, keep an eye on your oxygen levels, and make sure that your ship can actually drive. All while keeping an eye on your health bar and taking down the enemy. I mean, this is a very try and think of everything that's going on. Thank you that there is a pause button. Because if you haven't played this game before, you're going to be pressing pause quite a lot when playing this because you can do stuff in the pause part of this game. Yes, so as you play this game, you can pause the game, you can select what you want to shoot at and then press play again. Overall, this is a very good commander of a spaceship type feel to a game, and I absolutely love this. So yeah, definitely a good game. Probably one of the best 2D type of platformers for a space game that, in my opinion, I've played, and do you know what? I love this. Now, nothing says an absolute masterclass of a game than the game Mass Effect, and I love this. I love the fact that they've now got a legendary edition out that just makes the game look even better than it originally was. This game is perfect in every single way. Now, you take the role as Commander Shepard, and you eventually get put into a task that is going to save the universe. Actually, no, it's not a task. You decide to do it anyway because no one else thinks that this is an actual threat apart from you and your crew and the people closest to you. Now, you can design your Shepard to look however you want him to look, and on top of that, you can go to any planet at any point in the game after you pass the tutorial. Now, you don't actually drive the spaceship, but you do get the full explorable experience inside of it. Yes, you basically get the spaceship, which is your home, and you get to go to different decks of your spaceship, you get to go to the command station, and you get to tell your pilot where you want him to go. Along with all decision making, you also get to choose what your character will say in different conversation dialogue options, and it will affect how the game actually plays out. So this game really does put you in charge. You are the commander. You choose where to go, what to do, who to bring along. So this game really does put you in control. You get to choose where to go, who to bring alongside you, what weapons you want to use, what planets you want to go to, how you choose to fight. It's completely up to your decision. So you can't actually physically drive the ship itself, but you do get to do pretty much everything else you would imagine you could do in a space game. Now, if there's one game that does more than that, one game that's trying to push the boundaries of what you can do inside a space game, that game would be Star Citizen. Yes, in this game, basically, it's open world. In fact, it's very much open universe. You get to control every single part and go any place that you want to. Go in a combat battle scenario if you would very much like to, and shoot loads of people. Play with your friends, because this game is online cooperative and multiplayer. Want full control of your ship? Why not? Take full control of your spaceship. Go anywhere. Maybe fly in space if you really want to. But that landing thing that I said you couldn't do with Starfield, this game allows you to land on the exact spot that you want to land at. Unless, of course, you're not actually allowed to land there, that the security will take control of your ship and move your ship for you. Spend money, go explore different planets, choose what ship you want to drive. This game gives you everything. And it's not released, so they are still updating it as you play this. Now, the only thing that I will say, and this is the very only thing that I will say, this game is going to require you to have a pretty decent PC to play it. This is not an easy game to run on a normal PC, so pretty much you're only playing this game if you've got a PC, and you're only playing this game if your PC is actually good. Anyway, that's the video for you right there. I hope you enjoyed. Those were 10 different space games. Which is your favorite space game? Go tell me in the comments below, or did I mention it in this video? If so, let me know. Anyway, I will see you guys on another Jump Inside video. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and I will see you again very soon. Goodbye.